Hello everyone, this is Ahmed Hossam Saafan from Cairo, and I'm here to talk to you about A Chance Within Chaos, a project in the heart of Cairo about the Dawar al-Azbak Culture Center. When you look upon the map of Cairo, it's almost impossible not to notice a contrast between the banks of the Nile River and the urban sprawl of agricultural land. As much as the Delta have an abundance of agricultural variety, the fast rapid building practices that took shape in the last few decades have created a massive congestion of historical residential, commercial, and deteriorated infrastructure. When you look closer, it's quite apparent that there is a similar contrast happening on a smaller scale. One place is open spaces and private residences, and right beside it is a congested urban jungle of informal settlements. The urban map becomes a coexistence with various areas that represent the vast diversity of culture existing in the Egyptian collective. One of these informal settlements is Izbet Khair Allah, a vast area in the heart of Cairo that is host to nearly 1 million residents. With a highway crossing through it, Izbet Khair Allah is a place famous for recycled wood workshops, metal, and a vast majority of construction labor. As any informal settlement neighborhood in Cairo, people are highly oriented in performing their daily tasks in the morning and enjoying the rest of their time sitting at coffee shops, or as we call it in Egypt, al-qahwa. All the while, kids take the street as a vast playground, running around with a vast imagination. The street in these areas is treated as the main public space for daily errands, and in festive times, the street is a marriage hall, a dining hall, and a recreational space. With lack of access to recreational, educational, and public facilities, many non-governmental initiatives takes the task of providing a safe educational space for children and women alike. One of these organizations is the War for Arts and Development, a social enterprise known for providing theatrical learning and arts for oppressed communities, as well as educational service to people that are in need. Their set of activities ranges from playback theater to art healing workshops to children theater as a means to provide a chance for expression in communities that are lacking access to these attributes. In their efforts, a two-story building was acquired in the heart of Izbet Khair Allah, acting as a community kitchen and a chance to provide vocational opportunities for the women of the area. In their efforts, an extension of the building was to serve a fully functional culture center to extend their services to the public. With a limited budget and a very limited space, a set of design principles were considered in developing a strategy for construction. As the programming based on the client involved having a theater space, office for operation, and an art studio. A comprehensive study of the area limitations as well as the demographic were the main pillars of creating a design concept that would make the building act as a landmark. The aim is to make the building act as a welcoming living agent within the area in an effort to retranslate the architecture language into something that is more responsive to the environment, people, and their context. Given that it's a cultural use, the building also aims at giving a platform for the prospective users in an effort to extend such ideas around the neighborhood and allow the public more access to recreational space. This was achieved by utilizing existing resources in the area, such as corrugated sheets, wood, and bricks, and remaking them into new architectural forms. Moreover, the construction involved hiring people from the area and extending a training in new building practices that could be carried on to other projects. Collaborations also were in place to reinvent building technologies using recycled material, such as the creation of a living wall that would allow for a quality space to the users of the building. This included using recycled advertisement banners and the fabrication of such aspects. The reception of the workers at the time of construction was met with doubt as well as pride in the achievement of such new paradigms. After a keen design process strategy and construction-related issues, the output gave away a yellow landmark to contrast the abundant red brick color present in the area, as well as implying a playful invitation in the building. The building in the area is now being referred to as the Yellow Building, and starting to be a reference landmark for prospective area visitors as well as the locals. Moreover, in the more intimate alley, a playful array of sun-responsive windows play a part in creating a yellow spectrum inside the art studio, as well as maintaining a privacy aspect in the close proximity of buildings on the street. The interior space is met with using locally sourced wood to give a contrasting calm natural environment and that of the bustling noise on the outside, as well as allowing the living wall to cross the verticality of the building to enhance the air quality and temperature. On the other hand, the slanting of the roof would act alternatively with the living wall to provide a chance in the addition of solar panels that could power up the building, as a vision for making the building a living agent and a repetitive model that could be repeated along different projects around the area. As soon as the building started functioning, a wide spectrum of opportunity and hope was brought upon the kids and residents of the street. The art studio is daily occupied with workshops, and the windows intimately designed for different age groups becomes an opportunity for imagination. Artists from around the world gather to deliver theatrical performances and learning programs that allow the children to propagate their emotions in different mediums rather than the violent street. This created a momentum in gaining a community spirit that was once segregated and gave power to the residents of the area in a habit of changing the limitations in which they were brought into. However, a vision into the future entails a bottom-up approach to a massive urban change. To such an area and studies the function of such a small input into realizing a full-scale urban development scheme. The utilization of existing resources and building practices could provide a platform of development paradigms that would allow access to recreational, public, and educational facilities that is much in need in an area filled with urban problems. However, in a follow-up to the outreach and catalyst that the building has brought upon the media and other outlets, investors are now looking upon simple ideas such as these to extend this vision onto the future. And just recently, I have finished a further step in the development of the area. A street renovation was added to a plan and a multi-purpose kids area, showing that the concept of a living agent could be of great importance in areas such as these. The new project followed a rigorous process of community consultations that included performing design participatory workshops to try and understand what the street to the residents of the area is. Following up on that, on the span of 2 years, a plan was put in place that could fit the needs and allow more public and qualitative access to the street. In the Biennale, the installation is an expression of these meanings of the importance of public space. The community space is put in place to allow for social interaction and public performativity. So make sure to stop by and show your talent to the visitors of the exhibition. Presents a chance within the metropolis to express, sing, dance, and evolve to all what makes us humane. Thank you very much for your time. You can find out more on the development of this project in the following links, and have a good day.